Hello Classic Crew, and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be sharing 7 beauty secrets that no one will tell you. So today I'm going to be sharing with you 7 little beauty tricks that I use to keep myself looking and feeling my best. And these aren't going to be those annoying beauty tips that you hear all the time, like drink more water or eat healthy. Like, yes, we should all be doing those things, but also those aren't secrets. We've all known that we should be doing these things in order to look and feel better. So today I wanted to share the things that you're not going to hear everywhere else, that are just a little bit more off the beaten track, and that will make you feel beautiful. So before we get started, if you want to see more of this channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I'd also love if you would head over to my Substack and subscribe to my newsletter, where you can get exclusive content not available anywhere else. Substack is an email newsletter that comes directly to your inbox, and if you become a premium subscriber, you will get access to exclusive weekly articles, 2 videos per month, and other really great things. So make sure to check that out. That will be in the description box below, and let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about today is having white teeth. And I think it's really important to have white teeth. I think it makes you look your best. It makes you look like you really take care of yourself. And my trick, I can't use whitening strips. Or if I do, it's very painful for me. I have sensitive teeth. So using whitening strips and using them at all frequently is just not really an option. It really hurts. So the way that I get white teeth is this. I use this toothpaste every morning and every night, and it is a little kind of duo set. The first step is a deep cleansing toothpaste, and you use that for a minute. And the second step is this whitening finisher, which is a gel, and you put that on top of the same toothbrush that you just used, and you use this for a minute. And I have seen a huge difference in how white my teeth look since using these together. This is so much better than a normal whitening toothpaste that I don't really see any results with. With this, I really do, especially if you use it consistently. So this is my first secret tip. I don't think most people know about this. You can get it at the drugstore, you can get it at Target, and it is awesome. The second thing I want to talk about today is wrinkles. I know that we all suffer from them, and even though wrinkles aren't a terrible thing and you can't avoid them, it's still not something that you necessarily want to have on your face. And so I know that the creams that you buy over the counter, they're not really going to help with wrinkles. They say that they will, but there's not a huge difference. So what I use is something called Frownies. I don't know if you've heard of these, probably not, which is why they're a secret beauty trick. So basically what these are patches that you put on your skin. They stick on your skin like a sticker, and then they harden so that you can't move your face. And I know that sounds crazy, but you put it on when you go to sleep, and when you wake up in the morning, you just wet it and it comes right off, and you will see a huge difference. Now, the first time that you use it, you're definitely going to see a difference, but it goes away in about 3 hours as you continue to make facial expressions. But if you use it regularly, if you use these regularly, you will see a difference in the wrinkles on your face. And I love these things. I don't use them as regularly as I should. And I will say, part of the reason I don't is because I break out, not from these, but generally I will get acne on my forehead, which is where I like to use them. And if I have to choose between getting rid of acne and smoothing wrinkles, I usually choose getting rid of acne. But when my skin is behaving like it should, then I will use these regularly in the evenings. And I've seen such a huge difference in my wrinkles. And I think they're just great because they're not invasive at all, and you can get them on Amazon. Time for a brief break so I can thank Bring My Song to Life for sponsoring a portion of today's video. Bring My Song to Life allows you to create a custom song for a special occasion or as a gift. You don't need any songwriting or musical skills. You simply tell them your personal story and what kind of genre of music you like, and they do the rest. All of their songwriters and musicians are highly professional. I asked them to create a song for my 3rd anniversary with my husband, and they came up with something beautiful. So here's a little clip of it.
We first met through a mutual friend. Had things in common, that's how we began. We were long distance, but it was so worth it. Falling in love with each other was a
This would be perfect for weddings, anniversaries, or birthdays. If you'd like to try out Bring My Song to Life yourself, head to www.bringmysongtolife.com. So thank you again to Bring My Song to Life for sponsoring a portion of today's video, and let's get back to it. So the next thing I want to talk about is a hair tip. So it's actually 2 hair tips, and whatever's relevant to you, you can try and use. So the first thing is that my hair does not hold a curl unless I use a very high heat, which I know is not good for your hair. But here's my trick. Here's my little trick. So if I use like a 350 degrees or 320 degrees, then I will have to curl my hair every single day. I will have to curl my hair and then it will fall out over the course of the evening, and then the next day I'll have to recurl it. If I curl my hair at about 400, 410, 420, 420 is really high, I know, don't hate me, then I only have to curl my hair twice a week because it will hold. It will actually hold, and it will, if I brush it out, then it will still be curly 3-4 days later when I decide to wash it. So that is my tip. Instead of using a lower heat on my hair and then recurling multiple times, like every day, I will use high heat on my hair twice a week. And I do use a hair protectant, but that is how I keep my hair curling time to a minimum, because honestly, who has the time to curl your hair every single day? That's just a lot. If I'm doing it twice a week, I can handle that. And also I like the idea that my hair will stay curled until I wash it. So I only wash my hair twice, maybe 3 times a week. The other tip that I have is how I curl my hair. So if I want my hair to all look really uniform and beautiful, I will curl my whole head. But on the days that my underlayer is already wavy, then I will just curl the top layer of my hair, and I do it in a specific way that will match my wave pattern. So if you're like me, then the bottom layer of your hair, maybe even the middle layer of your hair, is really wavy, but the top layer of your hair is not. But I don't want to necessarily take away my natural wave because I like my natural wave. So the way that I kind of take advantage of having a wave in my hair is that I do just curl the top layer. And this isn't hot, but I'm going to use it to show you how I actually do it. So what I'll do is I'll take a piece of hair and I will go like this, clamp it up, roll it up, blah, 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 let it sit for a minute. Then I will unwind it and then roll it up. And do you see how I'm kind of twisting it? Yeah, that twist is what mimics, like this, my natural wave pattern. And when I let this go, it's not gonna do it now because it's not hot, but it will stay very twisted, and then when I brush it out with my fingers, it'll mimic my natural hair pattern, my natural hair wave. So that is my little trick so that I don't have to curl my whole head if I'm not in the mood for it. As you can see, that's what I did today. This is my natural wave, and then there's a few pieces on top that I curled. Number 4 is a new tool that I bought for my makeup, and that is my new foundation brush. So I don't know if you've heard about something called the Artise brush. It is a very fancy version of this. It's very expensive, and a lot of people raved about it, and I obviously never bought it. It was very expensive, but I also wasn't sure if it would really work for me. So I saw this at Target. It was on sale, and it mimics what the Artise brush does, which it kind of looks like a hairbrush, and it is so good at applying foundation. I can't get over it. It's so fast and it is seamless, and I like it better than a sponge because sponges can get mold if you wet them all the time. If you're cleaning them, then it might not happen, but you still have to throw them out pretty frequently, and I didn't want to have to constantly be replacing a sponge. So when I bought this, I thought to myself, oh, I will only have this and I don't need to get a sponge too. This is so great. I really recommend it if you are interested in upgrading your tools for foundation brushes. This is something that will really give you beautiful even coverage and takes like 3 minutes to apply. Number 5 has to do with nails. So if you are someone who does not like getting your nails done or doesn't like having a gel manicure, then it's still important to have your nails look nice. And using a nail file like this is a game changer. So basically what this is, I got this on Amazon, it's from Tweezerman, and what it does is it has a file side, a buffing side, a smoothing side, and a shining side. And it allows you to shine and buff your nails so that it looks like you have basically clear nail polish on them, and it lasts for about a week to 2 weeks. And I think that's great because you don't have to care if it's gonna chip, you don't have to worry that you're not going to have time to let it dry. You're just taking care of your nails and filing and buffing and shining. And that's it. They look really nice. This is what I've been doing lately. I have a gel manicure kit. I use that very often. I also have Insta-Dry nail polishes. I use those often as well. But if I'm in the mood for something more natural, this is what I use. And I think these kinds of things are great to have. So number 6 has to do with workout regimens. I don't know if this counts as a beauty secret, but what I want to talk about is the combination of weightlifting and going for walks or going on the elliptical. So I think there's a misconception about toning that if you were to do like heavy weightlifting, you would get big muscles, but really what women want is just to look a little bit more toned and taut. That's not a real thing. You don't get toned by doing little muscle exercises. You get toned by weightlifting and then losing a little bit of weight. Women don't build muscle in the same way that men do. So doing weightlifting for women is going to tone you, if that's the kind of word you want to use. When I started doing weightlifting and doing walking or going on the elliptical and combining those two things, that's when I saw the most improvement in the way that my body looks. And it's my favorite way to exercise. I like weightlifting. I like doing those kinds of exercises. I like strength exercises, and you don't necessarily have to do it with weights, but strength training is really important also for women and osteoporosis. It's important to strengthen your joints. So I think that that is a really good beauty tip just to keep in mind is it's not just about cardio. It's also about strength training and weightlifting. The last thing I want to talk about is another hair related thing. And that is something called either baby lights or a money piece or even face framing highlights. So about a year ago, a little over a year ago, I decided to get some face framing highlights, and I hadn't had for a very long time. And it is amazing the difference when you have just a few highlights around your face. And it's also much less expensive than getting your whole head highlighted. So if you're looking for a little change in your hairstyle, I would recommend asking for baby lights or a money piece. You want to be careful with that because very often when people hear money piece, it's like just a light piece right here, which I don't think is what you want. You want it to look natural. But having just a little bit of highlight around the face will bring attention to your face and a little bit more light and not look very stark. If you have dark hair, it won't look as stark, the difference between your hair color and your skin tone. So I really recommend getting some face framing highlights depending on your hair color and your coloring and what you like. But that is something that I think can just up the ante a bit with your beauty routine. So those are my 7 beauty secrets. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments which of these you had never heard before or which of these you have heard of before. And let me know in the comments if you have any other beauty secrets that I should know about. I'd love to hear. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and make sure to hit that notification bell so you're notified of all my new videos. Please head over to classicallyabby.substack.com to sign up for my newsletter and get access to exclusive content. If you'd like to follow me on social media, it's at classicallyabby, absolutely everywhere. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!